Hi there. Hope you have a fantastic day today. This lesson, I'm going to teach you how to classify different types of data. So before we starting the video, just to let you know that you can also download the PDF file version on the description below so you can work with me. Otherwise, let's go straight into it. So we have two types of data. So the first one is qualitative data. So qualitative data is known as categorical data or non-numerical data, if you like. And the second one is quantitative data. So quantitative data is known as numerical data, if you like. So within qualitative data, we have either nominal or ordinal. So nominal data, no ranking. Okay, for example, different type of drinks. So there is no ranking. And color of a person's eyes. So no ranking either. Or type of cars. Or the model of the car, if you like. So these type of data has no ranking. And then ordinal. So if you think about it, ordinal numbers like first, second, third, fourth, and so on. So ordinal means we have ranking. Okay, so for example, student grades. So you either grade A, B, C, D, and so on. So grade A is better than grade B and so on, right? So therefore, any data that can be ranked is ordinal. So another example is the positions of a tennis player. So ranking of a tennis player, if you like. So there are ordinal data. So any data that can be ranked is ordinal, okay? Now let's have a look at quantitative data. So quantitative data is the data that involves number because it's numerical data, if you like. So therefore, within quantitative data, we have discrete, which means whole number. Okay, so the data that has whole number only. Or it can be continuous. Continuous means you have decimal. Anything that measurable is continuous. So for example, for discrete, number of customers in a restaurant. So therefore, we cannot have half of customer. Okay, we have either one customer, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Okay, so we can have half of the number. So therefore, this data is discrete. Okay, whole number if you like. And the second one is the number of mobile phones used in a household. So we only have one mobile, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Cannot have half of mobile. It doesn't work, right? So therefore, there are discrete data. And then for continuous data is something that to do with decimal. So for example, height of a tree. So it can be 1.5 meters, 20 meters, 20.1, 20.4, or 15.8, or 5.6, and so on, right? So it involves decimals. So therefore, continuous data. So height of a tree is continuous. And the other one is a distance from one place to another place. So it can be 28.5 kilometers or 20.6, 15.8, 5.4 kilometers, and so on. So it's involved decimals. So therefore, it's continuous data. A lot of information given. So let me just go through a quick recap so you can do an exercise yourself to see whether remember all this information given. Okay. So we have two types of data. So we either have quantitative or qualitative data. So qualitative is non-numerical data, whereas quantitative is numerical data. So within qualitative data, you have nominal or ordinal. So just ordinal is ranking. Nominal is not ranking. Okay, just remember that for me. So for quantitative data, you either have discrete or continuous. For discrete is the data that involve whole number only. So whereas in continuous data, you have decimal point. Okay, for example, the distance from one place to another. Okay, a height of a person and so on. Right? So now, please pause the video and try this one yourself. See if you remember all the information just given. Hi, I'm back. How did you go? So let me go through them with you to see whether you got it right or not. Okay. So let's go through the first one. TV channels. So it's like channel ABC, SBS, or channel 7, channel 9, channel 10, and so on. So they are the name of these TV channels. So therefore, it is a qualitative data or categorical data, if you like. Second one, part B. So height of a tree. So height of a tree is measurable, right? It could be like 1.5, 2 meters, 20 meters, and so on, right? So therefore, it is quantitative data or numerical data, if you like. Part C, type of sports. For example, soccer, football, tennis, table tennis, swimming, and so on. Okay, these are the name of the sports. So therefore, it is a qualitative data. D, weight of a person. So therefore, weight of a person, it could be like 80 kilograms or 50 kilograms or 45 kilograms, 46.8 kilogram, and so on. So to do with numbers, right? So therefore, it's actually quantitative data. Part E, points scored by a tennis player. So therefore, it's actually to do with numbers. So therefore, it is a quantitative data. Now, height of a building. So height of building is measurable, right? So therefore, something to do with numbers. So therefore, it is quantitative data. Last one, students' mathematics grade. So you either have a grade A, grade B, C, D, and so on. So it is actually qualitative data. It's just the name of the grade. Okay, so qualitative data. Now, second one. So please pause the video and try this one yourself. Hi, I'm back. How do you go? So let me go through them. Okay, remember, first thing is nominal is no ranking. Okay, ordinal is ranking. Just remember, how do you remember this? Ordinal, just think of ordinal number. Okay, ordinal numbers are first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh, and so on. So they are ranking. So therefore, nominal must be not ranking, right? So color of a balloon. So there's no ranking involved. So therefore, it is a nominal data. Positions of a students in a race. So therefore, you either came first, second, third, and fourth, and so on. So therefore, it is ranking. So therefore, it is an ordinal. So next one, type of sports. So type of sports is just name of the sports, right? So therefore, there is no ranking. So therefore, it is nominal. Part D, color of a person's eyes. So of course, is no ranking. So therefore, nominal. Part E, positions of a tennis player in a competition. So therefore, it is ordinal. So because it came first, second, third, fourth, and so on, right? So ranking. So therefore, ordinal. Subject offered by a school. So either like maths, chemistry, physics, English, and so on. So therefore, name of the subjects, right? So therefore, nominal, because there's no ranking. Students' mathematics grades, of course, is ranking, because you either have grade A, B, C, D, and so on. So therefore, you prefer grade A rather than C or D, right? So therefore, ranking, so ordinal. Last one. So please pause the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. Now, how do you go? So let me go through first one with you. So the number of cars passing through a traffic light. So of course, you either have 1 car, 2 cars, 3 cars, and 100 cars passing through the traffic light. You cannot have half of the car, right? So therefore, it is discrete. Now, before we start, just remember discrete is whole number, okay? Whereas continuous, you have decimal. So therefore, the number of cars passing through a traffic light must be whole number. So therefore, it's discrete. And second one, part B, if you like, height of a tree. So height of a tree can be decimal. It can be like 3.5 meters or 2.8 meters, 2.1 meters, 10.5 meters, and so on. So it's involved decimal as well. So therefore, it is continuous data. Part C, the number of mobile phones used in a household. So therefore, you have 1 mobile, 2 mobiles, and 3 and 4, so on in a household. You don't want to have half of mobiles. So therefore, it doesn't make sense. So therefore, it is discrete. because it's whole number only. Okay. Now, weight of a person. So weight of a person, it can be decimal because it can be 50.5, 60.8, 80.6, and so on, right? So it involves decimal. In another word, it's measurable. Just remember that for me. So therefore, it is continuous. Part E, points scored by a tennis player. So therefore, it's involved with whole number, right? So it can be 15, 30, 45, and so on. It's whole number. You cannot have like 0.5, right? So therefore, it is discrete. Whole number, right? Anything to do with whole number. Part F, height of a building. So it can be 20.5 meters, 10.5 meters, and so on, right? So it's involving decimal. So therefore, it is continuous. Last one, weight of a rabbit. So therefore, it is continuous as well because it's involving decimal. It can be like 2 kilograms, 2.1 kilogram, 1.5 kilograms, and so on. So therefore, it is continuous. Now, I hope you got all of them correct. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.